Dynasty! Welcome to the next episode of Michigan's College Football 25 Dynasty 2028 Week 10. We are number 1 in the country. And the Michigan Wolverines take on the Purdue Boilermakers. Purdue comes in at 1-7. Down 18th and last in the Big Ten, 0-5 in the conference. Look to make it 0-6. Even Iowa, with the same overall record, is ahead of them, mainly because they have a conference win. Ohio State's at flat 500 right now, 4-4. Looks like our competition is going to be Penn State and Wisconsin. But let's get to this one against the Boilermakers of Purdue. Michigan, and they're all one. Jerseys, of course, with the famed maize and blue wing helmet. Purdue in their alternate uniforms. Michigan, Purdue. We'll see you at halftime. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense takes the field. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They're getting this guy lathered up. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Floating away. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, Don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for a block, it's Davis. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the move is the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Line getting set on second down. He makes the connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Immediately short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. It's on target and complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Caught. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Got his man quickly. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. It's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you. The ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure.
He'll take the deep shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
He's there to make the stop. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 84 yards.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Purdue 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Snares it outside, it's Hamilton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw, getting some heat. He's got him wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamilton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to the air one more time. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Boilermakers are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it to the back. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First do no... Sends it downfield. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. But not on this play.
Finds a man on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. On the run, still looking. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 81.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the...
Michigan leads 21-10 at halftime against Purdue. And Kevin Gallipo 5 of 6, 156 and 2 touchdowns through the air. Micah Capana with the touchdown on the ground of about 8 yards. Michigan. As we take a look at the scoring from the first half, Capana with touchdown, and then Davis with 2 touchdowns. So Michigan looks to continue this big lead. It's time to figure out if Michigan can roll into this game. Can roll through this one. Time to find out. Thanks for watching. I hope you do enjoy the second half.
Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Now they'll run the draw. Dances away from 1. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got loose, it was all over. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to him again.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. You go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
And the Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 11 over Baylor. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Handoff from the gun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Hard running there. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Boilermakers are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop. Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. Oh, they are all over him. That never had a chance, and the fake blows up in their face. The offense starts with a short field. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Running with power. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got him, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Boilermakers are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive change.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Boilermakers have taken it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Ready to try the point after. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set. First down. They'll run it to the right. Makes one man miss. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find.
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. It's complete to the left. Makes the catch and knocked down.
And that does it. Michigan dominates in West Lafayette 56-24 against the Purdue Boilermakers.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how
Michigan
many can I win by? And
goes into West Lafayette and dominates. Delibo 6 of 8, 178, 3 touchdowns through the air. How about on the ground? Jordan Marshall, 23 for 215 and 2 scores. Micah Kapana, 6 for 43 and 2 scores. And Frederick Davis even got in on the touchdowns for Michigan. Receiving, Davis had 2. Both receptions of his game today were touchdowns. And Faliu and Bayaliu had a 1 reception, but it was a 22-yard Michigan touchdown. The 1 interception was again Jalen Watson. We didn't ask Savage to take on any field goals today. Extra points, we asked for 8, and he gave them to us. Michigan wins in West Lafayette 56-24, and Michigan dominates against Purdue. Morris Anderson commits. Michigan. Blue guard. National Defensive Player of the Week as well as the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. And we've got a big one this week. Or next week coming up. It is the Michigan State Spartans. Sparty comes to Ann Arbor to play the Michigan Wolverines, the 19th ranked Michigan State Spartans at that. Michigan number 1, Oklahoma number 2, Penn State 3. Miami 4, Wisconsin moves up to number 5. They play Oregon this week. Cal 6, Baylor 7, Oregon 8. A&M, after their loss to Arkansas, drops to number 9. Pitt to 10. Clemson to 11. LSU falls to number 12 for their loss to Oklahoma. UCF rises to 13. Iowa State falls to 14. USF rises to 16. Also 15, by the way. Boise 17. Stanford 18. Michigan State 19. UCLA 20. FIU 21. Tennessee 22. Notre Dame 23. USC 24. And TCU number 25. In the CFP, the media. We were number 2 in the media last week. We're back to number 1, Penn State 2 in the media. And as we scroll through here, Michigan State comes in at 19. They're actually ranked. AP poll going into last week. But all that matters now, the CFP poll. Here's what the bracket would look like if everything ended today. The Big Ten would have 4 teams in the tournament. In this tournament, but Michigan looks and we'll get into the Michigan Wolverines game against the Michigan State Spartans next week. Next episode is live from Ann Arbor, where the Wolverines will play the Spartans of Michigan State. And Michigan looks to continue their win streak against their rivals. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you did enjoy, and go Blue.